Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Lyngdoh bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The students of various Salesian vocational training centers have developed a collaborative project to produce air-conditioned, removable and transportable cradles for children born prematurely in developing countries. These centers collaborate with the NGOs Medicina Aberta El Mundo and Ayuda a Contadores, which then take care of delivering them to hospitals and other institutions that need them. These particular cradles, like incubators, provide the heat, humidity and light suitable for the proper development of babies with low birth weight and very little chance of survival that come to light in reality where hospitals have very basic structures and devices. 15 such cradles are already in operation in hospitals in Cape Verde, Cameroon, Senegal, Mozambique, Congo and Bolivia. The innovative project is carried out by about 200 young people from 8 Salesian vocational training centers, accompanied by about 30 teachers. Students make these air-conditioned cradles using resources and methods typical of vocational training studies and at the same time carry out social volunteer work in favor of the most needy people. The Salesians of Vilnius, capital of Lithuania, celebrated in a special way the month of October as a missionary and rosary month, animated by Father Alessandro Barelli, SDB, Director of the Salesian Community and National Director of the Pontifical Mission Societies of Lithuania. To promote awareness and participation in the missions for all the churches of Lithuania, different materials were prepared by Father Barelli and distributed in all the dioceses such as prayer books, posters, videos and pictures. These resources, available in Lithuanian and Polish, can be found on the website of the Lithuanian Pontifical Mission Societies, misijoks.katalikai.lt. The Salesian Institute of Higher Studies, ISES in Spanish, Father Miguel Bonoselli, based in Rio Grande in the province of southern Argentina, held last October its graduation ceremony to 32 new teachers graduated in the 3 addresses offered by the Institute: initial education, primary education and music education. The peculiarity of this edition was precisely the delivery of diplomas to the first class of music teachers. This course was launched in 2017 with the aim of training music teachers capable of teaching, generating and transmitting the artistic knowledge and charismatic values necessary for the integral formation of people and the construction of a more just society. On October 30th, in the Salesian parish San Vicente de Paul, Salesian Samuel Gonzalez was ordained a deacon for the laying on of hands and prayer of consecration of the Bishop of the Apostolic Vicariate of Chaco, Paraguayo, Salesian Monzio Gabriel Narcisos Escobar Ayala. The head of the Vocation Ministry of the Salesian Province of the Northern Philippines, FIN, Father Jason B. David, together with his team, organized an online youth rosary for vocations entitled The Journey, Where Am I Going?, in which various schools of the FIN province participated, together with different Salesian communities. The objective of the initiative was to accompany young people in the search for their vocation and to offer them, in a context of prayer, the awareness of not being alone in this journey. The reflection on the 5 mysteries of the Rosary conducted by the aspirants of the community of the pre-novitiate Don Bosco represented the difficulties and questions that young people can face in discerning their vocation. The event was interactive, with young people sharing their problems and Salesians, Daughters of Mary Health of Christians and various members of the Salesian family answering them. The national team for the Youth Ministry of Salesians and Daughters of Mary Health of Christians met from 26th to 30th October for a formation session and planning for a joint path. In addition to the planning of future activities, the work also included an entire day dedicated to reflection on Pope Francis's encyclical Laudato Si, culminating in the decision to undertake lines of action for the protection of the environment. The national team for the Youth Ministry of Salesians and Daughters of Mary Health of Christians met from 26th to 30th October for a formation session and planning for a joint path. In addition to the planning of future activities, the work also included an entire day dedicated to reflection on Pope Francis's encyclical Laudato Si, culminating in the decision to undertake lines of action for the protection of the environment. It was a great joy for the educational pastoral community of the Salesian of Manique to meet again live with the students to live together the Feast of Youth Holiness. The theme of the day, Witnessing to Joy, took as an example the models of youthful holiness of Saint Dominic Savio and Blessed Laura Visuna and marked the various moments of the event, which also included the holding of tournaments and games in the courtyard. Jose Anibal Mendonca, Superior of the Salesian Province of Portugal POR, during the various Eucharistic celebrations, presided, invited the students to meet Jesus, the source of true joy. During a symposium held last Thursday, October 28th, which was also attended by the Minister of Bavaria for Family, Labour and Social Affairs, Carolina Trotner, as well as several experts in various fields, the Salesian Active in Munich drew attention to the accessibilities of young people disconnected or difficult to reach. According to estimates, more than 480,000 adolescents and young adults between the age of 14 and 25 in Germany do not currently have a job, do not go to school or take training courses. And state and social institutions often fail to intercept and reach them. As Dr. Andreas Kirchner, Professor of Theories and Methods of Social Work at the Catholic Stiftung School in Munich, explained in his introductory lecture, today's social systems are often characterized by a very simple input-output logic. In practice, they are based on the idea that is a concrete input in the form of an offer or service and a certain output immediately expected. But then we discover that it is not so simple with this target group of difficult accessibility. The best way to grow as wise and physically strong is to listen to God and the counsels of wise and wounded healers, said Most Reverend Lawrence Pius, Bishop of Dharmapuri, at the release of the book Wise and Strong, written by Father John Alexander, SDB. The Department of Life Education Sacred Heart College, Tirupatur, India, organized the event on October 29, 2021. As the world is going through a deep crisis in the wake of the pandemic, the book offers many a soul-nourishing insights based on the Bible, but interpreted in new and refreshing ways, said Bishop Lawrence. Professor Arul Dos, Professor Mary Jenniff, Sister Christina FMA, and Father John Rosario SDB shared their reflections at a function with 200 scholars, priests, and sisters. The Principal, Dr. Maria Anthony Raj SDB, Additional Principal, Dr. Maria Arokia Raj SDB, and Controller of Exams, Dr. Praveen Peter SDB, welcomed and offered their views. The book is a valuable resource for parents, teachers, and leaders, and it is also a good source for the young people in colleges and universities, said the reviewers. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.